Hey YouTube, I just wanted to make a quick video, see if I could help somebody out on some chainsaw questions. As a hobby of mine, I work on saws and sharpen chains and make lots of chains. So a question I get a lot on a saw with a worn out bar where you can't read the chain size, the driver lengths, just general questions about what kind of chain do I have. That's where this comes into play. A couple bucks on eBay. It is a chain guide measuring tool. So you have 3/8, 404, your 325, and your quarter. Your quarter is going to be for your pole saws, real tiny stuff. Your 3/8 is probably your most common rancher, weekend, woodcutter saw. Your 404 is going to be your old school, big, high CC, real thick cut. Nobody uses that anymore, but it's still out there and I still make quite a bit of it. And finally is your 325 is what I prefer. A little bit narrower kerf, cuts faster in my opinion. But anyways, let me show you how this gauge works. So let's say I have a saw brought in with a chain. I can't read anything on the bar. How do I know what kind of chain this is? All right, you take this, we're gonna go ahead and try 3/8. All right, if you look here, I'm on the back of the tooth, but there's a gap on the 3/8 setting. The 404, back of the tooth, big gap. 325, back of the tooth, back of the tooth. If they line up, that is what your chain is, 325. So here, I got some big stuff. So we're just gonna go ahead and assume it's 404 because it's big. Back of the tooth, back of the tooth. This chain, just gonna get her to focus. We'll try 325. We'll go back of the tooth. Nope. Let's try 3/8. Back of the tooth. Back of the tooth. So that's how you quickly measure what kind of chain you have, whether it's 3/8, 404, 325. Now the other thing on a chain is you need to know the drivers. Are they 50 gauge, 43 gauge, so on and so forth. So on this tool, you have these little slots. All right, so you have 043, your 058, your 50, and your 63. Your 50 and your 63 in the steel world is going to be the most common. So how that part works, on the bottom side of your chain are drivers. These are what sit down inside the bar. Pop this off here. So on the bottom side of your drivers, you take this and you're going to slot it in. So we're going to go ahead and try 63. 63 inside the driver. Maybe with one hand. Goes in, but might not actually be too bad. You want a snug fit. Kind of snaps in, holds itself. If we were to try, let's try 50. 50's up here. Won't go in. You can push really hard, but it's not going in. Try, let's see here, 43. Same thing. It's all too small. Let's try this 58. See, 58, if I pushed really hard, it'd go in. but you shouldn't have to force it. We'll go back to 63. Oops, if I can get the right one. 63 right there. Slides right in. So we know that this chain has a 63 driver, and this one was, they go back of the tooth, back of the tooth. It's not 3/8, not 404. Back of the tooth, back of the tooth. So we have 325, 63 gauge. Now your drivers is as simple as marking one and counting every driver all the way around. That'll give you your drive link count. So let's say this one is 66. 66 drive link. So when you're ordering your chain, you're looking for 66 drive link, 325, 063. That'll get you spot on every time. Just a little tip. I got quite a few guys bringing me saws to go over and new chains, but the chains aren't fitting. So either get a gauge or write down somewhere what your chain is when you buy it, and it just makes life easier. But yeah, these are super handy. Makes you look smart. You look like a professional when you bring out the old measuring tool from Stihl, and you can hand anybody a chain and tell them exactly what they got. Makes it easy to order. So, all right, guys, have a good one.